All right, we ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Hey, everyone, and welcome to episode 263 of the 8-Bit Geek. 8-Bit is a lot like a used car. You buy it thinking that it's going to run great. It does for the first couple months. And then things start breaking. A seat here, an oil pan there. Soon you're left wondering, was this a good idea? Trust me, it wasn't. Next thing you know, you're on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck. I'm Jeremy. With me are two men who once got their penises stuck in a car's gas tank.
Is Caleb here tonight?
Yeah. Is one of us subbing out?
Yeah, I didn't know Caleb was here tonight.
Caleb?
Is that an inside story?
Yeah, I'll tell it. Okay, so there's...
Go on.
Okay, he didn't get stuck. Let's not give him too much credit. But, so a couple of years ago, remember when the gas prices were like really high? It was like almost $4 a gallon, or was $4 a gallon.
Fucked a gas tank for money?
No, he we're talking about like the gas prices start dropping, and we're like holy shit. Like it's 4, then it was 3, and then it was 2, and Caleb was like, it'll never get below like $2. It'll never be below $2. And we're like, bet. And he was like, I will. He's like, I'll put my fucking dick in my gas canister or whatever if it gets below $2. So there was a Thursday night. We used to like Thursday nights. We would go to
Let's
IHOP.
put your dick in a night Thursday nights.
No, we would go to IHOP, and on the way there, it was $1.98, and we were like, Caleb, put your dick where your mouth or whatever.
Put your dick where your mouth is.
And he was like, don't put your dick stuff out there. Don't put my dick stuff out there. Oh, well. And so he Ed says,
we're a little far into this.
Ed says it was in my gas tank. So he popped over the gas tank, and he dipped it in, and then he immediately started screaming because apparently gasoline fumes or whatever burns your dick.
Wait. So he didn't fuck his own gas tank. He fucked Ed's gas tank.
Yeah. He says that gas tank never called me back either.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
he's got a kinky love life, I'll tell you that.
well, we all knew that.
I mean, so you guys have never put your penis in a gas tank?
No.
Not yet. Not in my 37 years on this planet.
After seeing Caleb like cry from the pain of the I guess the gas fumes touching his pee-pee, I decided that's not for me.
So
he's got his vicarious, yeah.
So, well, I mean, while we're on the subject, what's the weirdest place you put your penis? Like maybe in some ice cream, or maybe a chocolate cake or something?
What?
No,
nothing. You just didn't like, experiment with a cream cheese or
what? No,
piece of toast or anything.
I gotta eat that stuff.
Did you? I mean, you could.
That's
eat
wasteful.
No, this is what I'm just trying to get into your heads. That's all.
Which head?
And see where you're at.
Oh, that head.
See how forthcoming of information you're willing to give. That's all.
I didn't. I'm pretty basic. I ain't do anything like that. Doug, though, on the other hand, on tour, he's got some stories, if you know what I mean.
Ratty said he put his in warm apple pie. And It's Me, Kenny said he puts his in a glazed donut. So
Chudfeast has got to get that melon at room temperature.
Oh, a lot of you guys are freaky.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting it.
He wasn't ready.
Well, if you like to fuck food, you've come to the right place.
Well,
on this week's episode, we're going to go in depth.
Food fetishes. Title of the episode.
If you like what we're talking about, if you're having some fun, please subscribe and rate us on iTunes and Audio Boom and all that good stuff. I fucked that up, man. I fucked it up hard. Go to Audio Boom and check them out. That's where our show lies. It's also our sponsor. We like to give them a lot of love. They pay for all of our bandwidth so that way you can enjoy the show on iTunes and on Spotify and on Google Play, where you can find the show as well. And, of course, Stitcher Radio and anywhere else that you find a podcast. You can always follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. And, of course, Monday night, we're live right on Twitch. You can come hang out with us and chat in the chat box where everyone is now talking about where they do their business. So... Thank you, Ironborn, for the subscription.
Yeah.
4 months in a row.
Yeah.
Also, Menacing subscribed with Prime. Thank you, Menacing.
Thank you. Let's give them all a welcome.
Oh, and Crush Paradise just came in with the sub also.
Oh,
That's a 3-way.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I didn't choke this week.
That's right, because it wasn't a big subscription.
Yeah.
Oh.
The bigger the subscription, the deeper he goes.
Oh no.
Hey, man, whatever pays the bills.
If you cannot make it to a live recording, you can always hang out in our Discord channel. It's the future of the internet. It's the future of the forum. And you can go there. It's all on our website at the 8bitgeek.com. Links for all of that good stuff. You can chat with us. You can chat with other fans. You can make friends. You can play games. It's all there. Go check it out. Also, we want to show some love to the other shows that are on the network. We have 8-Bit Saga, Divas, Dropkicks and Dives, Brainberry Tarts, and Garbage Day. And you'll find something that's great because each one of those shows is unique and a lot of fun. And we've come to our last bit of information before we get into some fun. If you would, we always appreciate if you can help the 8-Bit Geek grow. And how can you do that? Well, with Patreon. We set up a subscription model through them, and where you can get some extra content, some fun rewards. We just recorded our review for Ready Player One, and that's up there. It's about 40 minutes of fun that we had for that film. And you can expect more of that coming this summer as the summer blockbusters come on through. And that reward is for anybody who subscribes $5 or more. And then also you get a pre-show, a post-show. So we give you some added content for throwing a little scratch our way. And we appreciate it because all that money goes right back into the show and allowing us to reach more people. So we always appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for the support. We say it every week, but you don't know how much it means to us. So... all right, so we got misconnections, and we're still in the UK. We're still international because, well, we're banned. The US is banned from misconnection.
Just us, really, though.
It's just us. So, but that means that you guys are going to get some more spot-on, perfect accents this week. The UK accents coming from those lazy Americans.
Yeah,
that's us.
I mean, Paul messaged us on Twitter this week. And
he was like, really?
He loved it. He was so impressed with the just how perfect our accents were. So thanks Paul for the support. We're gonna blow your socks off again this week.
So is AJ.
I don't think I saw that message.
AJ came through on Discord too, and this is how impressed he was. He said those accents were shit. So
that's a compliment coming from AJ.
Yeah, that's a compliment. So thank you, AJ.
But I think actually Ross said that he was surprised by not how god awful they were, or at least some of them. 2 of them. He said 2 were pretty good.
Yeah, mine and Kevin's.
I know that ain't true.
Yeah, Kevin's was terrible.
No.
All right, let's get into misconnections.
You.
Every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist UK and read them in funny voices. They're completely real. We don't edit them in any way, but we definitely can't make this stuff up.
Boy sees girl. Boy is interested in girl. Boy awkwardly stares at girl. Boy never approaches girl. Girl leaves. Boy swears they're meant for one another. Boy turns to Craigslist for help finding girl. 8-Bit Geek steps in. Welcome to Misconnection.
Well, where is he?
Oh, what's up, fellas? It's me, Sir Reginald Pinnis.
Well, that went from that.
I had to find my voice.
I love how you started off like Sean too. What's up, fellas?
Oh, hello, fellas. It's me, Sir Reginald Pettis.
What's going on, Sir Reginald? Can I call you Reggie?
No.
Okay.
So what do you got for us this Sir Reggie?
Was I the old guy you flashed on the tube?
Oh my god, it's so thick this week. Why?
Oh, that's the market ants.
That's that's what she said.
It's so thick this week.
Mail for Wigan, London Underground. I was sitting opposite you, and you caught my eye, and then slowly and surely parted your knees until I could see that you were not wearing any underwear. I am sure you noticed me looking. I was staring, actually. As although we had made eye contact, you were superbly discreet. And with a little playful smile, you held the pose for me for a while until you got off. At your stop, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Good clarification.
I could almost hear you thinking, ooh, this is so naughty of you to be looking at my short skirt, and I am more naughty for letting you.
Why did that get done so German for a second?
Can I get another better and longer look? Message me now if it wasn't you. Wait,
What?
message me now.
What?
Message me now even if it wasn't you, and you want to flash me.
Wow.
Yours
All right.
truly, Sir Reginald Pettis.
Thank you, Reginald. I've got a treat for you guys. We've flown over to the UK, but guess what? They still got windows there.
Oh no, he followed me.
And here he comes. No, wait. Can he come up the window?
I mean,
Hey.
every window in England's just 2 feet off the ground. So,
Hey. Hey. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hi, Mark. You didn't even adopt an accent this week.
What are you talking about? I got my accent. This is the perfect accent. It's a British
Fair
accent.
enough.
Anyways,
Hey, you remember that time in Saga when was
it
it
hasn't
Saga?
aired yet. It hasn't aired yet.
I know, but what was Saga, right? Which one was it?
Yeah,
Yes, it was Saga. Oh man,
Yeah.
I can't wait. There's an episode coming up where Marky does an accent.
Oh no.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I love London, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I'm over here. Look at what I'm trying to open. I'm opening up a Wahlburgers over here. And it's going to be awesome.
That cup says Las Vegas though.
That's where I was last, okay? I'm just going to cross it out and put London.
Every cup.
It was
Free cup.
on every cup. just a small error, that's all. Anywho, anyways, in my best British accent, this is the affair from West London. My body says average, but that's wrong. I'm 6 foot, correct, and I'm married. Also, I'm 45. That's accurate. Hi. Hey. What's going on? I'd love to find someone, who needs a little escapism from day to day. If they wanted to join me for a little discreet adventures, then all the better. I promise discreet. Steamy. Very steamy. Sometimes I go and they're steamy by myself or something. Anyway, very naughty. I hope you can share my sense of ridiculousnesses through the laugh and pretty much anything, including myself. I'm married, 45, slim and sexy, blue eyes, and a pair of hands to die for.
What?
What?
I'm looking for ongoing, regular, old-fashioned affair, as well as lots of damn fine sex. Okay, I adore kissing, cuddling, buying you dinner, and I want my heart to miss beats thinking about you next time. I guess I want a little more than that, than an NSA hookup, because no one likes the government. But
That's not what that means.
what's going on?
That's
That's exactly what that means.
no strings attached, but sure.
The government never has strings attached. It's
That's-
all wireless by now.
Well,
God
we know
damn
that's
it.
not true.
Anyways, I don't intend to change my
Your what?
My situation or anyone else's, Maybe I'm going with FWB, Facebook Work Buddies. So much fun. Anyway, I have a tongue to die for.
Oh,
I play sax, so my mouth is very well trained.
what?
Saxophone players use their tongue to hit the notes, to do
Yeah,
notes.
watch. I'll practice. La, 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 la.
I get it. I've just never seen Marky with a saxophone ever.
Hey man, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch had to start somewhere. It was him and some friends playing down on the subway, whatever, doing like a little gig. And he
The
played
Boston subway.
Yeah, the Boston subway. There's a subway in Boston,
Mike,
right?
Just don't bring up. Just don't bring up the monkey
Train.
button.
I don't know.
So, anyway, it'd be good to like meet up for a couple times a month. You know, talk on the phone or the WhatsApp app between times. Just keep the juices flowing. Mark with a line and a half circle face thing.
What?
Yeah. It's hard to say a type, you know. I need that mental connection, like above anything else. And then that's everything else follows. If that's not too vague, then if you're up for the same sort of thing, get in touch. Say hey, hi, how you doing? What's going on? How's your mother?
God damn it.
Who knows where it'll lead? Double X's. I think that means like a death face or something, like eyes with X's on them. Is that what that means? What's double X's? Hold on.
Kisses.
I messed something up. There it is. Triple X's.
God damn it.
Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.
Why is he making that noise? He only like walked out the window. Also, thanks Archie for subbing using Prime. Thank you. And Zektax used 25 bits. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. You're up, Kev.
I mean, I'm not up. I mean, Kashmir Jones would be here.
Well, then bring him in.
Well, hello.
What?
Hi. Hello,
You've got to
boys.
Find that voice again.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. Still waking up. My voice is a bit froggish.
It's in the afternoon, like, isn't it? Like nighttime.
No, it's actually well after midnight now here in the UK.
So what are you waking
I'm
up from?
in the Windermere district, Lake House in Windermere. Hi. I'm a 41-year-old single guy from Cornwall. Well, see, I say Windermere, but I mean Cornwall. Chubby, friendly, seeking a genuine 18-plus female.
Oh.
Well, I have a pansy fetish, and I would love to get my hands on yours. Willing to reward for the pleasure. I'm looking to meet and either watch you take them off or let me slip my hands up your skirt and slip your panties off.
Okay.
If that's not your thing, I'm also looking for other things to do for a reward. Our boundaries will be your limits. We only do what you're willing to do. If interested and would like to know more, message me with panties in the subject line so I know you're genuine. Even in the UK, I cannot get your correct. You are genuine and have read this post. Please post, please, no scammers, time wasters, lollygaggers, or cunt rags. Or bots need apply. Jay. That is my secret name, Jay. Otherwise, J is for Kashmir. The J is silent. This last one, you're going to need a Strand accent.
I don't think you're supposed to read that. I don't think that's supposed to be there.
I don't think it's supposed to be there either. Maybe it's a note to myself. We'll see you on the flip side. Kashmir Jones, baby.
Well, thank you.
Conversations.
Thank you, Ratty, for providing all of those wonderful, wonderful misconnections this week. He's been doing the hard work of finding these things for us, so we appreciate you so much.
See, Ratty, you say in Cornwall they're all inbred. That is why I posed as a Cornwall gentleman in order to get that good of Cornwall. Yes.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess that's a good segue to top.
Out the window.
What?
He walked out the window too.
Hey, what's going on? So this week, Ready Player One came out and it dominated. and it did pretty well. So they actually expected this thing to underperform, and it overperformed their expectations. They only thought it was going to make 30 million this week. Obviously, they would like 100 million, like every other film, but they got to 53 for the total. Now,
I thought they did way more.
Well, internationally, it made 125 million. So
Okay.
that brings the total up to, you know, around 180, which the budget was 170, I think it topped out of. So they've already made their money back this week, and
Good.
we're going to get a sequel, and it's going to be called Armada.
Oh, we're gonna get a sequel. Ready Player 2.
Ready Player 2.
I don't think Armada's in the same universe.
No, it's not. It's a completely different movie or a
But
completely different book.
Most people would complain that it's the same fucking book because it has the same reference, like it has a whole bunch of 80s references still.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I heard it wasn't as good as Ready Player 1. I have not read it.
So, but this one's going to get a sequel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how are you gonna get a sequel?
How do you not do a sequel? You just write a movie. Like you can still build on
Unless
it.
they get Ernest. I mean, I feel like if Ernest Cline is not involved in it, then it's not going to happen.
Dude, he's already working on the second book to Ready Player One. I guarantee you that.
Really? Have you talked to him?
He said that like 7 years ago.
He's writing the book. I guarantee you that there's going to be a new player involved who didn't like Percival getting the contract and winning it. So there's going to be a group of people who come together to try to take the throne, and he's going to have to defeat them by any means necessary. He's going to build his own mazes and puzzles to make these people go through them and like to get away. And so I think we're going to see another movie coming soon.
I don't.
Nah,
I don't think they should. I mean, as successful as this was and great and everything, I just don't think I don't think there'd be a good enough story to make a sequel, book or.
So did you feel the same way about Back to the Future?
I was way too young to.
But also, the first Back to the Future ends on a note where they left it open for
That's
a
true.
sequel.
That is very true. So
but
Back to the
how
Future
is
is a
this
bad
not
example.
For a sequel.
Huh?
How is this not open for a sequel? The world still exists.
Yeah,
The
but
world's that's a good thing. That's usually how most movies end.
No, I'm talking about the actual the universe still. You know the
sure,
Oasis-
but they wrapped everything up with a nice little bow at the end of it. He gave an explanation for everything that happened afterwards. Back to the Future literally ends with the Doc's car taking off, like
Yeah, but
super
at
high
that
tech.
point-
No, that
And it
left
says
it open.
to be continued.
Yeah, so like, so.
And
Oh my god! You
Okay.
used a movie that clearly set itself up for a sequel, knowing full well they were going to get a sequel. And that,
okay, but I'm asking you if that movie was good enough. Like, if you're scared of this one getting a sequel because it was too good,
Not
Back to the
scared.
Future was too good, and they still. I mean, the second one was great as well. So why wouldn't this one be great? That's what I'm asking. You're hooked on the fucking end of the movie being saying, "Hey, here's a sequel to you," but you didn't know that was going to be good when it was coming out. And at that point, would you still be like, I don't know if they should do that?
I personally don't think they should do it because I think they did a good enough. They're gonna jump the fucking shark on the second one. Now, going back to your Back to the Future, Robert Zemeckis wrote that as a trilogy.
Okay.
So Ready Player One was not written as a trilogy. Ready Player One was written as a standalone book,
Peter
and
Klein's
then it
is
was
writing the second fucking book.
Peter Klein's is.
Or yeah, Peter Klein.
I was like, damn,
Pete-
get up, Pete.
Pete, care to comment?
Just because it's not out yet doesn't mean that it's not like it isn't being made. Like you're acting like there isn't a second coming of.
Yeah,
of
but
the,
you're saying it like that the movie's going to be out before the book is.
I didn't say that. I said that they should.
And if they want to get a sequel, that means you're going to have to push one out in the next 2 to 3 years because otherwise you're going to become irrelevant. But that means that they're going to be releasing a movie and a book around the same time, and that's not a good idea. That happened to another series recently. Man, what was that? Where there
Walking Dead.
well, not Walking Dead. Walking Dead is that's different. But
Yeah, but Walking Dead caught up to the storyline, so there's nothing else they could do, and
they
that's why
haven't.
the show's been tanking.
The show has not caught up to the comic books
Game
at
of
all.
Thrones.
Game of Thrones, for example. But there
But
was
that's
some,
not bad.
but they know the full story. The writers for Game of Thrones, the reason they got permission to do the show is because they talked with Martin 10 fucking years ago, and he asked them questions about the story, like, what do you think Tell me how you think this is going to end. Tell me who you think is going to be on the throne. Blah blah blah. And all their answers were like what he was planning on doing, and he's been heavily involved in the show. But there was another series where there was a couple of books, and the movie came out the same time as the book did, and they were vastly different, and it sucked. Like the movie was nowhere as good as the book because they had to guess of what they were doing.
I have a hand in
I
the
know,
air.
and I'm done talking. So yes, Jeremy, Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Jones
So
on the front
you
row.
have that whole thing you just said is assuming that Mr. Kleins is not involved or would be involved in a sequel.
Klein, Ernest Klein.
He's there's two of them. So Klein, Mr. Kleins. So Ernest Klein, you're assuming that he wrote the screenplay for the first one. If he's writing the book and he's been doing it for the past 5 years, there's no reason why he wouldn't be involved in a sequel if there was a sequel. So if it had 2 to 3 years to brew, he could still release the book this year or next year to catch the buzz from the movie, and then release the movie 2 years from now. I don't understand how that's what the problem would be with that. That's all I'm saying. But
When's the last time Spielberg directed a sequel?
I don't think it would be Spielberg that would direct it. I don't think he.
I don't think he would either. I mean,
yeah. But I feel like they will create a sequel. I guess you guys do not, or don't.
I do not.
Okay. Well, we'll keep fans updated. We'll see if it ever gets a sequel. It'll be fun to watch. And then we'll update you guys, and then and say and then either Kevin can be like, "I told you so," or I can tell him so.
Or I could tell him so. It is getting a sequel.
Tyler Perry's newest movie, which
Acrimony.
How was Acrimony, Doug?
it was a Tyler Perry movie, so it was him as Medea, doing Medea things. Medea in this movie is a faithful wife, and she's tired of standing by her devious husband. When did she get married? I don't fucking know, but she becomes enraged when it's clear that she's become betrayed. It was very surprising. It was very dark for a Medea movie. Darker than Medea does Halloween or whatever.
I gotta say, Medea has gotten into shape because she looks good on this cover.
All right, you don't talk shit about Taraji P. Henson, all right?
She's
awesome.
She's fine as fuck.
Yeah, nobody said that, man. I said she's good.
It's really interesting seeing this. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing this movie just because I love Taraji P. Henson, and I think that it's weird seeing a Tyler Perry rated R movie. Like, this is not a family movie at all. This is kind of like a revenge film.
He's done these though. He does his Medea movies, and then he does these like dark this is not the first one by him.
Yeah, he does his Medea ones to fund
these movies, yeah, and the TV shows and stuff that he works on. Yeah, he had something come out like this a couple years ago. Let's see if I can get it up. If I can get the link open to his IMDb page. Nope, just gonna sit here and wait.
And you know what? That's going to save on your cookies, so you should probably do that in incognito mode. Otherwise, they're going to be like, since you like Tyler Perry, you'll love
Tyler Perry. It just gives you. That's the advertising for Tyler Perry. Like, it goes, since you like Tyler Perry, here's more Tyler Perry.
The only other movie would be Gone Girl, the one movie he was in.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah, he was in Gone Girl. Remember, he was the lawyer.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in other movies as Tyler Perry. Stop it.
As Tyler, he's not playing Tyler Perry.
He plays himself in those movies. No, Kev?
2013, we had Temptation.
Oh, okay.
That one's Metascore is a 26.
Oh,
he was an actor in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows. He played Baxter Stockman.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and he was in
Gone Girl.
Medea's Neighbors from Medea. Okay, so let's get to the news.
Hey, by the way, may we say Black Panther's still in the top 3, by the way. Isn't that awesome?
It has made another 11 million. It's at 650 million domestically.
It beat Pacific Rim already. Pacific Rim fell. It dropped like a rock.
Did it? Jesus. It went down from
it went from first to last.
It's in 5th place. So
yeah.
Right. Oh, so somebody at work hasn't seen Black Panther yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a friend of mine, his name's John, and he went to go see the movie.
Uh-huh.
and he's an African American gentleman, and so he comes up to my coworker and does the Wakanda X on the chest because we were talking about the movie, and so my buddy goes, "Yeah, I support Malcolm X too," and we both looked at him and we're like, "Are you serious right now?" And he goes, "What? Is that not what that means?" It's like, get the fuck out of here, man! Like, you can't be
Wrong Black Panther.
And he was so sincere. I felt so bad because like he just did not know. He doesn't keep up with pop culture, so he didn't know anything about it. And I was like, you know what, man? John just shook his head and walked away.
For some reason, it just reminded me of that SNL skit, Black Jeopardy, with like you had these characters, then you had Tom Hanks wearing like a fucking MAGA hat, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I agree."
That was actually really funny because they all didn't expect him to be like. They're like agreeing with him, like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some news. Cannes has banned Netflix films from any awards because reasons. So I guess that they said that they're not eligible to win at Cannes because of the fact that they don't release their films in theaters. I don't know.
Okay.
Are you guys on board with that? Like, can you understand that since it's not in a theatrical release? Now they're allowed to. Here's the funny thing: they're allowing them into Cannes to show off their films, but they can't be a part of the awards
Because they're not official theatrical releases.
Yeah. Now, if you're Netflix, do you just rent out a theater for a one date promotion?
If you want that thing to be for an award, fuck yeah, you do. You do a limited release. You release it in 2 theaters in LA for a weekend, and you call it fucking, and that's it. Done.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. But why does it even? I don't understand what's the reason for the awards.
It's a bunch of stuffy old white dudes being pretentious assholes.
Yeah, but when you put winner at Cannes Film Festival, like, it kind of means something.
Yeah. The thing is, like, okay, if you realize that you've set precedent, like, so Amazon cannot submit theirs,
right?
Like all these Hulu, anyone that has like original films and shit, fucking HBO, like documentaries and stuff. Like, oh well, if it's in a theater, then it can't be fucking up for an award.
I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix, because what's his name? What's the CEO's name of Netflix?
Adam Sandler.
I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Sandler.
That's how you get so many of his damn movies on there.
Oh, I thought it was Matt Booty.
Matt Booty. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, there you go. The Booty is listening.
I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix just says F off and opens their own film festival and welcomes Amazon and all the other streamers and all the other films as well. Like, I would bet that is something that could happen because they're rebels, and they won't accept that kind of shit. It's like, oh well, you can be here, but you're not going to win.
It's
all right.
It's silly to have like a powerhouse like Netflix not be able to compete like as a studio for film stuff when, I mean, I guess they have like a lot of so many things. What is it, 700 titles and stuff this year, like new shit this year. That's that's TV and movies, but like. Yeah, it's just
all right.
It's just pretentious.
Let's brainstorm for a minute here. If Netflix had their own movie festival, what would they call it? I go first. Netflix and Chill Fest.
Okay, you stole that from the
You
chat.
stole that from the chat.
You stole that from the chat.
Wait, what? Oh fuck, Ratty took it. I didn't even see that. Okay.
No.
If there was a brig, I would vote for you to be in it.
Yeah,
right
I'd
now.
vote you in that brig so fucking fast, and then I'd scuttle the goddamn
Guys,
ship.
this isn't Sea of Thieves, please. So what would you do at a Netflix movie festival?
Watch movies. Drink
Oh man,
beer.
that would be so. Think about they'd have to set this up the best way. Where instead of it being like in a theater, like they take out all of the seats and they just put a fuck ton of couches.
Yeah. Well, there's theaters that do that.
I know,
There's
but I'm
already theaters.
like you walk in and it's just like, oh, it's just a bunch of like little living rooms inside of a theater.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
How about this?
That's
How about
thinking.
this? They put they put it in the theater. They rip out all the seats, and then they build little living rooms with 60-inch TVs in it, and then they just file you in, and you have your own living room, and you watch the movie.
And you can treat it like you're back in the old apartments where you're banging
Yeah.
on the wall because the people next to you won't shut the fuck up.
They give you some chips and some popcorn, and away you go. So Hasbro, so oh man, Hasbro is doing something really cool. Normally we wouldn't this wouldn't be in the story, but this is too cool not to show off. It's a toy, right? And they're building a huge Jabba the Hutt barge, and so it's a replica. And they were like, okay, well we're gonna do a Kickstarter for it, and 5,000 pre-order goal, and they're $500 a piece for a 4-foot long toy,
Wow.
and they have surpassed it already.
Of
They've
course they
raised
have
over
because it's Star Wars.
They've raised over 2.7 million from over 5,500 backers, and that was just a couple days ago. So I would be interested to see what it's at now. Now they're up to 7,309 backers.
Jesus.
Fair enough.
So $500. You guys want one?
You buying?
Putting it on the card.
Putting it on the...
Then yes.
I'd rather take the Vive, but yeah, okay.
No, dude. You've already got VR. You've got the best VR in the industry.
Really? Is that a fact?
The PSVR, man. You're not getting a Vive.
I mean, yeah, that's what you said when you bought it.
Yeah, I said that. Really? Can we get that quote?
Yeah,
What episode can we reference?
right now. I will play it back. Hey guys, it's me, Kevin.
Holy crap!
This is the best VR that I've ever
Wait,
experienced.
which one, Kev? Which was the best one?
The PSVR.
See,
Wow.
see, Kev, you said it right there. There was the tape.
There
Is
it
that like a soundboard of me? That's so accurate.
It's better than the Vive. It's better than the Oculus, and it's better than any future tech that'll come after it, except for the PSVR 2.0. You plebs.
That sounds just like me.
So there it is.
See?
Okay, I stand corrected.
Guess what, guys? You know that the second Jurassic World is coming out, but they've already announced the third one. And guess who is coming back to helmet? Come on.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
That's close.
Robert
Is it?
Zemeckis.
Nope. We'll give one more try.
Michael Crichton's being dug up.
Oh,
Not close.
Doug?
that's Colin Trevorrow.
There you go. He nailed it. Ding, ding, ding.
He's directing this one too, isn't he?
No, he didn't direct the second one. He stepped away, but now he's coming back for the
I
third one.
think that he stepped away because he was supposed to be directing the Star Wars movie,
He got kicked off
and
of
he
it.
got fired.
So they didn't want his ass. Creative differences.
Yeah, that was one. That was the one that he was supposed to be at. The that celebration back in like Anaheim,
Mm-hmm.
and for the panel for his movie, and then he like it was like, oh, I'm sick, I can't make it, and then like that Monday he was fired, and it was like, what happened in Anaheim? Like, what the fuck happened?
What happens in Anaheim stays in Anaheim.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he was supposed to write he's supposed to write and direct the 9th Star Wars, but then J.J. Abrams is coming back. So for that. Frank Miller, who when we last saw him at a Comic-Con, it seemed like he was dying.
Yeah, he had his old like fucking Castlevania hat on, and like he's an old looking dude.
Yeah, he was not looking well, but guess what? He is he's still kicking around, and he's still getting work done because Netflix just ordered a King Arthur series from him.
Nice.
So we're gonna get that, and hopefully it'll be better than the movie.
And you'll
Does-
still live longer than George Abram or
Yeah.
George A. Martin.
Who?
George A. Martin? George
No.
R. Martin?
There you go.
George Alcoholics Anonymous Martin.
Mhm.
Is there a boo? Did I
No.
make up?
You need to.
I feel like that'll be added next week.
I was sorry. I was distracted because I was looking up to see who was directing.
the second movie.
J.A. Bayona. He's directed The Orphanage and A Monster Calls and The Impossible. God damn, dude, you're some depressing ass movies. Interesting. Okay.
Netflix is also renewing a show this year that may make my top 5 because it was that good. The Toys That Made Us. And so we're going to get season 2 of that, which is a lot of fun.
Yay.
May I also recommend a documentary? I'd like to put it out there because I haven't talked about it enough. There's a new documentary on Netflix. It's phenomenal so far. It's called Rapture, and it follows a ton of hip hop artists and kind of tells their story and their history and kind of what they're up to now and stuff. And so the first episode was Logic, which I found to be a lot of fun. Some people didn't like it, Kenny. And then the second episode I'm on right now is Nas. And so
Nice.
yeah, and it's got G-Eazy this year. It's got Nas. It's got a few other people. So you should definitely check it out if you're big into hip hop.
Into the hip hop.
Into the hippity hoppity. And before we get into the gaming news, we have one other big rumor that just hit the airwaves today, because I heard it on the old-fashioned radio on AM 2020. Woody Harrelson might be Carnage in the new Venom movie. Dun dun dun.
Which is really weird because he's kind of old for being Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah,
But
I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Right?
would this be in the Marvel universe? Like, would this? I mean, are you like the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh, they're so like bouncing, like they won't answer.
That's what I
They
wondered,
won't
yeah.
answer because like it's rumored that Tom Holland is in the movie.
Would you? I would say it's loosely in the Marvel universe, right? Like,
So it's like how Netflix is.
I would say that it's not connected in a way that we're going to see interconnectivity, but it's like there.
Yeah, like it'll be like if we see Spider-Man, we probably won't see Spider-Man. They may talk about Spider-Man, is what it'll probably be. We may hear references to Spider-Man, or maybe some things happening. But yeah, they'll leave it open to where like they can pull in Venom if they want or not. You know, I don't know. I wish they would just give an answer, like a specific yes or no.
Especially since like it would make no sense to not have Spider-Man in a Carnage movie.
Yeah,
Unless they're doing like some weird Cletus Cassidy backstory.
this is like a anti-hero story, so it's more of a less like he's going to be a bad guy but a good guy, because probably he's being a bad guy and then Carnage shows up and now he has to be the good guy, you know.
Oh, you're talking okay in the Venom. Okay,
In the
I'm thinking.
Venom.
I thought you were talking about Carnage because like Carnage is a serial killer. He's not a good guy at all.
I'm talking about Venom.
Not even an anti-hero. Yeah, it does seem like they are pegging Venom for an anti-hero. Especially like in the Carnage storyline, I believe Venom and Spider-Man work together to kill Carnage, or at least to subdue him.
Yeah, they do it in Ultimate Spider-Man as well. Spider-Man.
Spiderman.
Spiderman. All right, let's get into some gaming news. But before we do, we played a game recently. We all tried it. We got keys from the developer, and while we try to be nice about games that we play, this one just did not tickle our fancy.
No.
Well, it was all right. I think what our problem was, we didn't play with a full room. We played with a bunch of AI characters, and in our faults, we did not do the tutorial. We jumped right into that damn game.
I did the tutorial and I still didn't understand it. We're talking about Murderous Pursuits.
Yes.
It's an online game where you have to hunt and be hunted in the what do you think, the 1930s? Is that where we're pegging this for? The
Sure.
timeline?
Sure.
I could say that. Yeah, and it's kind of like a whodunit in a way, because you're like stalking each other, and there's a lot of like NPCs walking around too that are kind of similar to you. So you just got to really.
So you can
Fine.
blend in with the environment. You can
Yes.
look at stuff that's on the wall. You can talk to other people. And
Mhm.
so you're given a little radar that says where this person could be, and you kind of have to piece it together and watch
Yeah.
and look. Now, if you get caught by the police, then it alerts everybody like, hey, you're spotted and you're not an NPC. And so if you kill the wrong guy, then you're also spotted. And so your hunter can come get you. While it seems like hey, this should be a fun game, I found it ultimately a little boring. It didn't. There just wasn't an excitement factor to it. Now, if there was more players having fun, then maybe yes. But I think that it was a little overcomplicated. It should have been simplified, and I think it could have been a lot better. than what
Yeah.
what my experience with it was.
Yeah,
Now, mind you, this is still in closed beta, so it's nowhere near completed. So there's a lot of changes they can make from here until then.
yeah.
So.
And I was also gonna say that like it was easy to spot who wasn't an AI because they need to make the AIs look a little more spontaneous and random and their actions, and that like they're doing things also. So maybe it makes it a little more difficult to spot another player because like if one of y'all started running around, well, there's Jeremy. Because
No, I've actually had like NPCs run.
well,
Like,
I have
seen
seen
them-
them too, but I'm saying like they need to be doing things that make it, but it doesn't look like a player. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
you could tell the difference. Like there's just something about the way that they react to things that you're like, okay, well that's not a player.
Yeah.
So,
But all in all, I think it'll be great over time. It has some rough edges, and I think once again, playing against AI, you're not getting the full experience. If you had a full room full of actual humans, I think you'd probably get the most out of that game.
This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that last year, in 2017, only the top 100 games made money. This ain't gonna make it in the top 100 this year.
oh no, probably not at all.
But it's still, I mean, it's fair for what it is.
You're fighting for it, man, and I appreciate that. But this one wasn't a winner for me.
No, not at all. I'll probably never play it again. But a game I have been playing a lot this week was one that came out last Monday night. Was Far Cry 5.
Got that wrong. Sorry.
Huh?
I said Sea of Thieves as you said Far Cry 5. I said, nope, got that wrong.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Far Cry 5. Kevin and I have been playing. Not together,
Yes.
but we have both been playing the game. I've actually been playing with Caleb a lot.
Yeah, you guys have a different kind of perspectives on it because you've been playing the co-op portion while Kev is a solo guy.
Yes.
So I think as a co-op game, it's a lot of fun. Caleb and I love playing like Borderlands, like those sort of co-op games together, and we've been having a fucking blast playing this game. It's been so much fun.
Except for when you're flying planes and you both have to make it through.
That was dumb. Yeah, that stuff. The Clutch Nixon missions, like because it put both of us in individual planes, and if one person fucked up or whatever, both people had to start over again.
That sucks.
Yeah, and if you lose them or whatever, like if they fall too far behind, you have to start over. So we're like, not doing these in multiplayer, like because this is terrible.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun, and it's fucking gorgeous. It looks
good.
so good.
Doug,
Yeah.
even like I know that I'm not putting down your stream, but you output to 720 on Twitch, and it still looked good on that. But I would love to see this fucking game.
I'm gonna try here.
Watch
soon.
my stream. I streamed at 1080.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch here to 1080 soon. I've still been reading up on Twitch's like whole 1080 thing, and there's still people saying that it's not worth it to do it because some people still can't stream it. And I have seen streamers or people in my chat and stuff, or not necessarily my stream, but some other streamers where they're saying like, "Oh, you're at 1080, and you don't." I guess if they don't allocate enough bandwidth to you, people can't change what you're streaming at or whatever it is, so they can't change it down to anything lower. And so they're like, I can't watch your stream
I
today.
thought they changed that for everyone. I thought by now because they were talking about that in 2017.
Dude, I'm talking about like last Saturday. One of my viewers who lives over in like Eastern Europe or whatever, she couldn't watch my stream because it was at 720 and it was like too much for her internet or whatever. But she complains because our friend Band, who sometimes watches the show. I guess he's not here tonight. Whatever. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
It's
he's
cool.
awesome.
Thanks, Band. But like, she'll be in his chat and stuff, and like, she can't watch it because he does 1080 also. But like, she can't watch it, and other people have commented about how it buffers for them constantly because they can't change the resolution for whatever reason. So I'm hesitant to do it. I know I can do it on my speeds, the speed of my internet. Like I have more than enough.
Yeah.
It's just especially with slobs. Because it changes everything.
It's so good. Like I haven't had any issues. Like that's what
Same.
made me want to start streaming at 1080 is because of the fact that I've had, especially not having to use Chrome, not having to use any background applications beside the video game and Slobs. By the way, Slobs is Streamlabs OBS, Streamlabs Open Broadcaster, and it is leaps and bounds better than OBS. So I would recommend if you are a streamer and you have been using OBS and you've had some kind of reservations on it, try Slobs. It's totally free to do, and it gets everything you need in one app. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't say enough good things about it. I've fallen in love with it. Pair that with the Stream Deck, and I'm in streamer heaven.
Yep. And what sucks is because they haven't implemented multiple accounts yet. So like I'm streaming the show right now using OBS, and
Mhm.
I've dropped 817 frames, which has only been like 0.7% of the stream so far over the last how long we've been live for an hour and 6 minutes. Like that's not terrible, 0.7%. That's barely anything. But I've streamed for like 4 hours the other day playing Sea of Thieves and Far Cry 5 and dropped 0. So to me, it's like, because I have two different Chrome things up. I have one with the chat. I have one with our notes. I have Discord, OBS, all this stuff sucking up bandwidth and stuff. And when we use it with slobs, whatever, you have one thing that's doing everything with your chat and your notifications and all that stuff. It's so nice. But
Yeah.
going back to Far Cry 5, it is so gorgeous. And
Yes.
I've said it several times on my stream, and I'll say it again. It's making me super pumped for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah.
Because I hope that like they manage to capture like just the beauty of the surroundings. Because Caleb and I have only been in one section of the map, and I don't feel like I know there's times when I've been here, but it's just I haven't seen everything in that area yet because it's just like this crazy mountainous, like atmosphere, and just it's so amazingly beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait, and
It looks photorealistic. Like
Yeah.
it just the trees, like they stand out, and I stare at them, and I'm just like, this is
The trees, the draw distance, the animals, the way the animals act and move around are
Yeah.
really well done.
Well,
The driving is pretty sweet.
While Primal probably wasn't a smash hit, it sure helped probably develop the animals in the rest of their titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it makes me really excited for Red Dead. Like I'm just really pumped for it, and I'm really excited to take my paternity leave in October to play that game nonstop.
Yeah, it's fantastic. For me, playing it solo, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having a hard time going to main missions because I keep getting sidetracked by side quests or even just walking along the road and then seeing like a truck go by that has either hostages in it or it has some of the liquid that you can destroy the trucks. So I've had too much fun just doing all that stuff and then like trying to get the challenges.
Where'd Jer go?
Yeah, I was gonna say we lost Jer.
Hold on.
He put
I don't know what happened. I got unplugged.
he like put his finger up, like hold on, and then his camera went dark.
Zero Dark 30. Hey, what?
Wow.
What?
I'm so
God
glad.
damn it, Jer.
So glad we're wasting our time with this.
Yeah.
Listen, it
So-
was requested.
So like I was saying, the engine that was done on it was really well done. But yeah, I keep losing track of everything going solo, but I'm having fun with it. I'm going at my own pace. I know Ross, AJ's Ross said he was very disappointed in the story and everything like that. And it seems like that might be a trend. People are saying they're not too happy with the story. I haven't really experienced enough of it yet because I'm doing a lot of side missions and stuff. So I'm going about my own way of enjoying the game. So.
I've had a good time with it as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Just
What's your favorite part?
watching everyone else play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all I've been doing. I don't know. I'm not going to.
I like how I dropped the paternity leave reference about Red Dead and no one said anything.
What was the?
Where I said I'm
hear it.
going to take my paternity leave to play Red Dead Redemption. Thanks, guys.
Oh, congratulations, by the way.
Just gonna leave. You guys not remember when Mike texted us? It's like, hey, everyone, knock your wives up so we can play Red Dead on our paternity leave.
Yeah, but you really did it.
Yeah, I actually did it.
Oh, congratulations!
God!
Listen to that. This is a podcast exclusive. We didn't even know about this.
Oh my God, I'm so excited, but then at the same time, I'm really angry because she didn't even text us and tell us as real friends. Like, you had to wait for the show.
Yeah, that's what I did last time too.
That's true. He did. So congratulations, man. Yeah, there you go, dude.
And the show's over because what's gonna top that?
Yeah, nothing's topping this.
Wow, man, that's awesome. So, wow, you're gonna have a second kid.
Yeah, fuck me, right?
Well, I mean, somebody did.
So somebody did.
I guess we're gonna start accepting applications for a new host.
Yeah, with 2 kids now, he's really stacking his deck here.
No one's gonna have time for that.
Yeah. Was it Justin McElroy just had their second kid recently, and it's making me a little nervous because he's like, fuck me. I don't have like I'm outnumbered.
Yeah, for real. Like I'm I don't even. That's so exciting, but at the same time, I'm so scared for you.
Yeah, me
Yeah, exactly. I'm scared.
too.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Now it wasn't planned like, hey, I'm gonna do this. It just was like, okay, so when's this baby gonna be due? Oh, October 25th. Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
you gonna put that bad boy down now, or are you done? Are you done spitting out kids?
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna get that thing tied back up,
I'm
huh?
gonna wait till the kid's here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna get it done.
Are
It's
you
like,
gonna
fuck me if something happened in between? You know what I mean? So
Are you gonna give one to Caleb, or are they
Give
both-
one to Caleb. Are you going to impregnate Caleb, Doug?
no, I think he meant one of the ones that I have.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were gonna,
I
you
know
know, like,
Caleb's been trying
give
to
it to him.
get your firstborn, so I just was wondering maybe if he's gonna get your second.
Classic said, "Hi, I'm here for the interview."
Yeah, so I'll probably, I don't know how much did I miss last time?
Oh, you only missed like 2 weeks,
A week or two.
Like a week or two. He was born on like a Friday, so I know I missed that.
which
next
was
Monday.
convenient for us, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
So then,
Can you
yeah,
make
I
sure
must have
it's like
been
on a Tuesday that he's born?
I'll try my hardest. Not really up to me.
Well, tell your wife, like, just let her,
But I think if there's no announcement for Red Dead coming to PC between it like now and it coming out, I'll probably as a gift to myself buy the Xbox X or whatever.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you better buy everything before that kid comes, because I have a feeling your shit's gonna be
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
down. You fucked. Hey,
No Comic Palooza next year.
no, he's gonna be dying. He's gonna be scratching at the walls to get out. No, I'm going to Comic Palooza.
Yeah, it's rough because like we do, and I talked about the next like Star Wars Celebration coming up next April, and it's like, oof, do I want to leave my wife with a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old in April?
Yes, you do.
Ooh, that would be.
I mean,
rough.
yes, but can he is the key word here.
Oh, that's right. You missed. I think when your first kid was born, you missed the con because you couldn't go.
I couldn't go to Alamo City Comic Con that October.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's why we chose not to go.
No, I went with.
You went.
Oh, you went with Ashley. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
and then he realized like, wow, she doesn't understand what the fuck I do.
Yeah, it was hilarious because I remember you came back and you were red in the face.
It was an experience, to say the least. All right, let's get into the rest of the news. I know people are just dying to get to the end of this. All right, so Valve has removed the Steam machine from Steam, therefore killing its own Steam machine. There's 2 of them left on there, but they're not customizable. I think as soon as stock is run through, they're gonna be fucking gone. So there you go, the death of the Steam machine. I'm kind of sad, but at the same time, when you build something and you expect somebody to pay $1,500 to $2,000 and it's limited to only one OS that can't do anything but play games,
Yeah,
you're gonna have a bad time.
it was poor. It was poor management.
I thought you were saying porn. It's porn.
It was porn management. It's a porn box.
Porn management.
I guess later on the manufacturer started to do a dual boot, so you could do. But why even dual boot?
At that point, it's fucking.
At that point, and then I guess nobody really made the Steam OS games, and so you just have fucking Windows with desktop mode. There you go, you're done. So this is pretty cool. I found this, guys, we can get into game development right now because Universal is holding a game dev challenge, including Back to the Future, Turok, Battlestar Galactica, Voltron, and Jaws. You can pitch them a game and get it made. There'll be a single winner, and they'll have they'll actually get their game produced with Universal, and all the finalists will receive $20,000 in prize money.
That's it.
Well, you'll get your game made as well.
Yeah,
But
but
no-
but
no
then
residuals.
but no residuals. You're only gonna get 20.
Yes, that's true, but you also get your foot in the door of the gaming industry, possibly.
No,
Hmm.
nah,
Why not? What do you mean, nah?
Nah.
What do you mean, nah? You pitched
I
a
mean-
game, it got good. You could go and be like, hey, that's on my resume now.
That's
Can
fair.
you though? That sounds like a contest. It's like winning the Monopoly, like McDonald's Monopoly, and being like, yeah, I earned $1 million the hard way.
I mean, listen,
I don't know what type of game I would pitch for any of these.
Well, how about this? How about a mixed mixed world where you are you're Voltron battling Jaws in the world of Torok,
Yeah.
and you have to go
and
back
then
and
at 1955 at the Under the Sea dance. Jaws is showing up. And he's gonna eat McFly's mom.
Oh,
At
whoa, whoa.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And
It's
if
gonna be funny.
and if he does it, then Marty McFly's never born because she never hooks up with Phil. What's the dad's
Jaws
name?
is Biff, confirmed.
Yeah. Actually, I'd play the fuck out of that game. That sounds fun.
Yep, me too.
It's just Biff. It's Biff, but it's a shark and like a wig and
Hey.
like pants.
Hold on. Also, we got to throw some. It's an open world game, where it's a battle royale, where you can. There's a ton of Jaws coming after you, and you're a Voltron, and you start off with just a single part, and you got to run around the giant map and collect your Voltron parts, and you become a Voltron, and then
Voltron.
and then you're unstoppable. Done. All right. So moving on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, mine was better.
I was just saying it could be the same game.
Yeah. Too much.
Y'all are from some hating motherfuckers. Can't just
We're
support
from some.
Can't just support a friend or go along with something ever.
I mean, you are right.
All right, so we'll be accepting applications for 2 new hosts of the 8-Bit Geek.
Yeah.
So Lindsay Lohan, we did a story on her like 3 or 4 years ago about how she put in a lawsuit against who are they, Rockstar over Grand Theft Auto 5 because her likeness was used as but it looks nothing like her. Well, it got thrown out of the courts, and then it got thrown out of the Court of Appeals. So she's done now.
Now it'd be funny if in Red Dead,
Like a country version of her.
yeah,
They
another
just
West.
use the same photo but put a cowboy hat on her.
yeah, and they do like the same kind of storyline where it's like she's mad at someone for making fun of her, so she wants to go to the deputies to arrest that person and convict them of fraudulent charges or some shit. And then you're like, you find out that no, she's just a stuck-up little brat, and then you arrest her and put her on the train tracks. Right.
And her name would be like Lonnie Linhan.
Well, the one in GTA was like Kimberly or some shit. Like it wasn't even.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Lindsay Lohan. I don't know where she got that shit from. Nobody believed her.
I mean, it was her because she like wrecked the car and then her freak out was
Okay,
like the
I'm
same
sorry.
one.
The likeness as far as looks go. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I should have been more.
character was Lacey Jones. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways,
John Cena is going to take on the role of Duke Nukem in the new Duke Nukem movie, guys.
That makes sense.
I put this in gaming because, well, gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
It's
he's
weird. You put a picture here, but it's just a picture that's blank.
I almost fell for it. I was so close. I was so close.
Speaking of not being able to see him, WrestleMania's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is Marky here?
Yeah.
He's back in the window.
I'm so excited. Okay. No, I am excited.
Doug, 1 week you have to read a misconnection as Marky, and then Jer can read one as Sean.
What's up, fellas?
So bad.
Yes.
Yours wasn't good either.
I know. I'm aware.
Okay, I was aware as well.
As well.
As
I
well.
was aware.
I was well aware. Where Willie?
What?
What?
What? Where,
Hey.
Willie?
Hey, so Sea of Thieves is Microsoft's fastest selling first party IP. New IP.
It's the only one.
What? Well, in
Of this generation.
yeah.
It's the only one. What else is there? What new IP has Microsoft had for Xbox One?
Excuse me, but they had that like party pinata game.
Viva Pinata has been out since 360,
Well,
and then they didn't even come out with one for the Xbox One.
well, guess what? It sold millions of copies. Okay.
Remember, that's what we said is the biggest downfall of like the Xbox One is that they have no new IPs.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure.
But
But they're getting. Listen, they got big E3 plans.
I hope so. For their sake, I hope so.
Let's see. They have passed at the time of this writing. It was 1 million, but I think it's over 200 million or 200. It's over 2 million now. And so the game has 2 million players, probably up from that. And so, hey, they still got a good base going on for it. I just got my new sales for free, so that's keeping me going.
Nice.
Those sales look dope as F. That means fuck.
I'm enjoying it. I don't get to play as much as you guys do, but for the times we played, I've had a good time.
Yeah, I mean,
It's funny. I haven't heard anyone like who plays it talk shit about it. It's all been a bunch of people like online that.
you got to go to Reddit, man. That's where they're
That's
all
what I'm
at.
saying, but how many people actually play it on Reddit? They're just fucking talking shit for the sake of talking shit.
Yeah, a lot of them are like, I'm not going to get it because I hear that there's no content for it.
Right. And then like it's for people to say I'm not, which is Reddit in general, is I'm not going to get it because, and it's like, so here you are giving a review for a game you've never played.
Yeah, that or they're like not playing with people, and we've said this before. Like, if you have a good crew, you'll have a fucking blast. And we've pretty much like nailed down who our crew is when we play, and like we've been unstoppable. I know I'm like knock on wood. Like we'll get on later tonight and get totally fucked, but we've had tremendous luck. Just like ships coming at us and like not getting sunk, and like taking out the skull forts and just taking out other ships and like and not sinking ever. So
We've taken on 2 ships at once. One tried to enter us from the rear, the other one from the front. Like we've just been taking on so many ships and just fucking them instead of them us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's been good. They've been shooting their balls at us, but we've been deflecting them.
they've just been unloading their cannons all over the whole of our ship.
They've been choosing to put it anywhere, but we're not taking it.
Mm-mm.
We haven't either. Like we've just been giving it back. Guess what? When we sink them, we make them go into the dark depths.
Yep. We also fought the Kraken last night, which was
I can't wait.
Scary as shit. Scary as
The
shit.
Kraken was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that experience the first time through. I was freaked out, but the second time was the same. Like that was my second time taking on that guy, and he was not fun either way.
No, and especially since we had all that fort, or the skull. We had just finished the skull. When we're not running a single person, we'd been fighting the wind and weather the entire fucking time. So we're like headed back to port, and then all of a sudden we stop moving, and like the wind isn't like blowing, or it's not blowing. We're going against it. I'm like, why the fuck are we not moving? Can we please get these sails adjusted? And then I go, why is the water? Oh no! Oh no!
Kraken.
Yeah, and we're like, oh god, please don't lose the treasure. Please don't lose this fucking treasure.
That was 16,000 gold.
Yeah, I don't know how these people were. People were posting pictures of like, look at our entire deck of our ship covered in treasure chests and stuff. How the fuck they're not getting like sunk is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Could you imagine sinking one of those ships though? Like, oh god,
just getting all that treasure, just
Yeah.
so much treasure. You wouldn't even be able to load it all on your ship before they came back to get to fight you again.
seriously.
Speaking of things getting sunk, and we have No Man's Sky.
Oh, No Man's Sky.
It's coming to the Xbox One, and they've promised a new huge update that's in development. You can check it out July 30th or 31st or something shit like that. I don't know.
Fool me once.
Now the updates to the game have been pretty major. They've added so much stuff. They've added texture packs, new graphics, and they've done a ton of content. So I actually logged in for the first time because I was like, all right, let me see what they've done. And the game looks as pretty as it did at launch. I didn't get to check out all the new content because obviously you need to build it all, and I don't understand all that yet. But I don't know. I could definitely see myself getting back into this game if they actually announce co-op and being able to play together. I think that is another title that we get into and just try to see what's up and have fun with that. I don't think, since it's such a big game, I think it's I don't think it'll compare to Sea of Thieves, like, because Sea of Thieves is more intimate, and you know where you're going, and you know other ships can be there, so you may not run into anybody in No Man's Sky forever, and it may not be any fun. So who knows? But we'll see.
Yeah.
Here's a fun story. I think Kev will get a kick out of this. Wolfenstein 2. Doug, have you played this game through yet or no?
Nope.
Okay, there's a small spoiler here.
Do you plan on playing it through?
Well, I mean, I yes, but I know what you're talking. I know the twist you're talking about. I saw it wasn't. I don't feel like that was a huge twist. Was it a huge twist?
I think
I thought it was when I played it, but I played it the first week. So
when I first played it the first week as well, and I saw it happen, I went, "Oh fuck! Like, what are they gonna do? Like, he's actually dead."
Then you guys must have talked about it on the show, or I saw something else.
By the way, spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler. Well, if you haven't played it by now,
it is a fantastic game. I can't say enough good things. I think this was my game of the year last year, wasn't it?
We'll say this. So you assume that the character died. Some pretty tragic stuff happened, but there's a twist where this is the spoiler. He's not dead, so we won't go into the specifics about it. But the point is that this twist was supposed to be, or was pitched for Dishonored.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was the idea for Dishonored when they were playtesting, and they were like, "Nah, we're not going to do that. It's not going to work for us." And so the writer was like, "All right, cool. I'm going to put it in the Wolfenstein game."
No,
and did it.
Yeah.
And so it actually started with a over at Dishonored. So that was kind of neat twist.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Such a great game. Oh, love it.
Let's see, we got a couple more stories here. Amazon's Breakaway is been canceled after it went on an indefinite hiatus in October of 2017. This was it looked like a promising game. It was supposed to be a online kind of shooter, sport brawler, esport kind of game, and now it's canceled. It's no more. So I'm sorry if anybody was looking forward to that.
Never mind.
Berserking Zone. You look like Seth Rogen. Oh,
sounds like him too.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Like, if you don't see my face and you just hear the voice, people will say that.
Dude laughed.
I'm not doing. I could do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can call.
Yeah.
Shaq is going to be a GM in NBA 2K.
God damn.
The league, and so he is actually taking over. Now you say goddamn, but they are planning on this thing being as huge as the fucking NBA, man. Like, every team will be represented at some point, and they have right now I think there's maybe like half the league has a esports team, and so what they're doing is they're actually drafting players. 2K had a draft. And so all these teams who are owned by the NBA teams, they've drafted their players. They get 5 spots, and then they get some backups and stuff like that, I guess. And they're going to do a full season, and it's going to run through, all the way to the finals, and they win a championship and everything. So it's kind of crazy.
That picture of him in this article is not flattering at all.
Last me.
He's like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna be your GM." Hey guys, I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
He's gonna fall asleep while talking.
I didn't realize that you're talking about like the league, like a esports league. I thought you were talking about like long shot or whatever that fucking thing was.
Oh yeah, like the story mode.
Yeah, like the story mode.
I'm for the E-League. So which is it's kind of cool that such a big name is being attached to an esports game. You know what I'm saying? So,
What else has he got going on? He's got ESPN. That's about it.
I mean, it's kind of a big deal to him.
It's him. Look at that smile on his face. How can you not be happy?
He also has the new Shaq Fu game coming out. He also does like commercials. Kev, like, why are you putting this man down?
Because he's got way more money than I'll ever see in my lifetime.
Yeah, show us on the doll where he touched you.
Well, he's like that tall, and I'm like this tall, so probably
do the math. Gotcha.
Forehead.
Yeah. There you go. As he pat me on the head. That's okay, little man.
Oh, he patted you with his hand?
Well, it seemed like his hand.
All right, I'm not fucking Cat Williams short, okay?
All right, everybody, that's the show.
Hey, congratulations once again to Doug.
Doug is having twins.
No, God,
Oh.
no. Don't put that out there.
I'm calling it now.
Now we've already done what's it called? A sonogram?
Sonogram?
Yeah, it's just one. It's just one. There's just
Yeah,
one in
how-
there.
How long till you know the sex?
They've been known to hide behind one another, so sometimes one does become two.
No, it's just one.
And if the Spice Girls had it, it would be 2 become 1. I need some love like a.
I was about to turn off the thing.
All right, folks, that's the show. I hope that you enjoyed it. Stick around. I'm gonna call this episode like awkward pauses because there was sure as shit a lot of them on this episode.
Yeah.
So many, mostly caused by Kevin once
Yeah.
again.
Well,
I do it. I did it.
God damn
But
it.
we have one of those. We have an episode every once in a while where there's just those awkwardness. Doug's tired. He's having another baby. Kevin,
Well, okay, so that's why I've been so tired. Is that this weekend was supposed to be a 3-day weekend, which you think, oh, cool, you just get to relax and hang out. No, Friday morning, doctor's appointment, like Saturday, Easter shit, and telling like grandparents. Sunday, seeing grandparents, other set of grandparents, and more Easter shit. I was just fucking tired. I just wanted a day where I didn't have to do anything, and that's not what happened. I'm so fucking tired.
Wait till you haven't even had the kid yet.
Doug,
No.
Doug, we gotta get on a. We gotta lose this weight, man. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to be in shape for this second kid.
That's
Yes.
that's okay. I was like, I can't do this like Chipotle every fucking day because you want it because you're pregnant. Bullshit. I was like, last time you got pregnant, I put on 40 fucking pounds with you.
Can you imagine
And
40
I-
more?
Yeah, and I haven't lost that yet. Like, I can't do this.
You
again.
haven't had lost your birth weight yet.
Yeah, I was like, you lost most of it when he popped out of you. Like, and then over the time you've lost the rest of it. But like me, I'm still carrying this fucking baby, like Chipotle baby around.
Chipotle isn't as forgiving.
Chipotle baby around. Like, what I'm gonna do this again. Like, I can't do this again. But thankfully, I say thankfully, not for her. She's been like had a lot of nausea this time around. She didn't have any with Ollie. So
Aw.
now she's like, oh shit, this is different. It's a girl.
It's probably gonna be a girl. Yeah.
So
Right.
we'll see.
How soon will you know?
We can go in. Well, we have to do is schedule a blood test, but we have to see like how much the insurance will cover because it's one of those that's not necessary per se.
I see.
But they could check it for other things. You know, so they check it for like if you're worried about like Down syndrome or anything like that. And since I have a sister with Downs, like last time they were like, "What is your first pregnancy? Let's go ahead and check for this." And insurance, I think, covered it. But now it's like, I don't know. I guess we don't have to worry about it as much. And so, you know, we have to see how much the insurance will cover because otherwise it'll be like $500. And so it's like, do we want to spend $500 and find out like 3 months early? Like, because you know they'll do like one of those. They'll make sure what are they called?
I mean, you'll get the ultrasound like
Yeah,
another.
they'll do the ultrasound where they're looking to make sure that all the arms and legs and stuff are there, that everything is like developing right, and they like can look at the blood flow and all this crazy shit. That's when they'll be like, oh, there's a penis there, or oh, there's nothing there, it's a girl, or whatever. And so, but they can do the blood test. earlier.
Or there's nothing there. It's a Ken doll.
Yeah. Or oh shit. But they can also the blood test they can do, and they can tell really early. That's how we found out about Ollie last year. Jesus Christ, last time was the blood test super early.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. We're not going to find out for like a year because you won't tell us until it's time for a show.
5 minutes before we go on.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's the show. Stick around for a quick Q&A because we want to get on the seas and sail.
Yeah. So are we all going to stream this, or because I'm thinking about streaming it?
So you guys can stream it.
Yeah, I'll definitely stream it because that's what I do on Monday nights.
All right, so we'll have like a multi-stream going so you guys can see multi-angles. So stick around for that. Make sure if you guys haven't, the new people in the room, if you haven't followed us, follow us at 8BitJair, OMFG, it's Doug, and Kevin WK
Yeah,
on
all,
Twitch.
All of our names are right below or right here. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, or we're in the chat room too, so just click on our names and follow.
This outro is dedicated to Doug. So we'll see you next week. Lots of love, hugs, and all those babies. Okay, quick Q&A.